Today we're going to look at reading a content page in a magazine. Can we find content pages in the following? Can we find a content page in newspaper, in magazines, or in books? We cannot find a content page in newspaper, but we can find it in magazine and books. Do you like to read magazines? I always read magazines. There are different types of magazines. Take a look at these three. Can you tell me what kind of magazines are they? They are children magazines. How about these? What kind of magazines are these? This one tells you about how to take good photos. And this one tells you about keeping a dog. From this one, you can learn how to make cards. What are they about? They are hobby magazines. There are two types of magazines here. Can you name them? This is a movie magazine. It tells you about the upcoming movies. And there are some magazines for you to learn English, like this one. Are these content pages the same? Is the content in a book same as the content in a magazine? No. Content pages in magazine usually give more information. You can now open your book to page 9. Look at this content page. It is taken from a magazine. Can you tell me the name of the magazine? Yes, it's Munch. It is the name of the magazine. How often is this magazine published? Where can you find the answer? Here it says May 2000 something issue. This is a monthly magazine. Monthly means the magazine is published once a month. Have a quick look at all the things in this content page. Can you tell me what kind of magazine is Munch? Yes, it is a food magazine. Now let's take a look at different parts of the content page. What is this part in the content? What is it about? It is the name of different sections. Take a look at the sections. We have features or articles, restaurant reviews, recipes, and regulars. Features or articles, that means some special stories that you can read in this issue of magazines. In restaurant reviews, people will tell you what they think about different restaurants. There are also some recipes for you to learn how to cook different dishes. Regular, that means something that you can read in every issue of the magazine. These are the page numbers. For the article, My Journey Around Australia Part 2, it starts from page 2. And then on which page does it finish? Yes, it's page 4. So you can read this story on page 2, 3, and 4. Remember that. This part is the title of the articles in this issue. These are the steps for reading the content. First, you can find an interesting section, and then you look for an interesting article, and then you find out which page it is on. Let's look at the content page again. What can we read about on page 5? It may be an interview with Annie about how she becomes a cook. If I want to find out about a good cookbook, which page should I turn to? Yes, page 31, book reviews. Please also take a look at the word editor. Editor is a person who designed the final content of a magazine before it's published. On page 28, your letters. Readers can write letters to the magazine, and the editor will publish the letters in this section. This is the cover of a real magazine. Take a look at the date here. Can you tell me how often is the magazine published? You can see the month here. It is also a monthly magazine. This is part of the content page of the magazine. I am going to invite my whole family to come to my home for a dinner on Christmas Day, but I do not know what to cook for them. Can you tell me which page I should go to? Can you find it? Let me help you. Is on this side. Can you find it? Yes, page 54. There are recipes for you to make the most special meal of the year. So this is what you can find on page 54. You can find recipes for making roast turkey. I would like to make a dish with seafood. Can you tell me which page I should turn to? Do you see any seafood in the description? Page 153. On this page, you can learn how to make dishes with prawns. So this is what the page is like. You can see 3 different recipes with prawns. This is the last part of the content page. I would like to know what the next issue is about. Which page should I go to? Here, page 123. There is a sneak preview of our next issue, the December issue. So on page 123, you can see the cover of the next issue. Let's take a look at another content page. It is a children magazine. Have you ever read this kind of magazine before? Look at the first part of the content page. What can I read about on page 16? Yes, there will be an interview with this girl, Gladys. She is an gorilla expert. This is the second part of the content page. I am very interested in space. Which page should I go to? Yes, page 29, because there are some facts about Mars. I want to watch a movie with my cousin, but we do not know what movies to watch. Which page can help me? Yes, page 10. On this page, you can read about some good movies. On which page I can play a game and win a prize? Bingo! Page 40. You can get a prize if you win the game. Last question. I want to learn to do some science experiments. Which page should I go to? Yes, page 46. On this page, you can learn how to do some science experiments.